We contacted Martin Gerrard because the original agents who we'd bought the property from were no longer on the high street. And we had got to know all the agents very well because we were looking for a property. And we liked the people at Martin Gerrard. We met Chris and Ronak and others who were very welcoming and warm and always had time to sit and chat. We chose Martin Gerrard because we got on with the people, and we know that making the relationship, or in any contract or business contract, the relationship is of great importance. And secondly, we felt that they had an amount of integrity, and thirdly, that their rates were right. We found all of them to a person to be available when we needed them, and there was a lot of stuff to negotiate with the potential buyers. There were all sorts of questions that we had. They always returned our calls within half a day if it was very busy. So we felt very personally attended to, if that makes sense. And yes, they were very service-driven and not just in it for the bottom dollar. I mean, we really felt that they were treating us as individuals with respect. Yes, we have dealt with other estate agents. In fact, quite recently, as we were selling, when we started to look, we had, unfortunately, to deal with an estate agent who didn't give us all the facts as they should have up front. And under our eyes, they got us embroiled in an argument and difficulties and issues with a potential seller who apparently didn't trust them either. Now, I'm not going to name them. They are a reputable agent, but nevertheless, this was our experience. It may have been just our experience, and I'm not even suggesting this is how they normally do business. But at least with Martin Gerrard, we didn't have any of these issues. They were very clear, very upfront, very honest. The literature and everything that they gave us in terms of information on properties we were both looking at and in the negotiations of our sale, which always proved to be accurate, direct, straightforward, and they did very well by us. I mean, there were points in our sale where the sale could very easily have fallen through because the negotiations were a little strange, shall we say, but they pulled us through it. The experience is down as much to the person who you're dealing with and their integrity and their skills and experience, as much as it is to do with the firm that he or she represents. And in our case, we had somebody who was very cool, very chilled, and to me, if I may take a liberty, when he first walked in, I sort of said, "When did you leave school?" But it turned out that he was absolutely the consummate negotiator, because there were times where the buyers were, there were issues they brought up which were ticklish. And there were more complex negotiations once the survey was done. And the person that I'm thinking of was very skillful in the way he kept the plates in the air and they're spinning all the time. And yes, I think there are other estate agents, particularly the ones that I've just mentioned, clearly weren't able to pull it through. So they came up trumps on that as well. We felt that they were trustworthy because they kept us very much in the loop, and we never felt that they were keeping us out of anything, or they weren't passing information on, or we could rely on them being able to put our case to the other party clearly, concisely, and without prejudice, and then they dealt with it fairly. I'll give you an example. There was one point where the buyers wanted to reduce the final price by X amount, and although we weren't really keen to do that, Martin Gerrard advised that we should reconsider. Although in the final count it was not in our pecuniary or their pecuniary interest to do so, because obviously it would have reduce their commission and our sale price. So that was an example of there being integrity in the relationship. Yes, I would recommend them wholeheartedly, really, because we've had such good service and support from them. Not only have they helped us and got a very good price on the house that we sold, but they're currently negotiating the sale of my mother's property as well. So, we have decided to use them again, and will do so should the occasion never arise again.